Hello everyone. In our last video we discussed how to create a class. We created a student class. We kept it blank. Then we created one object of student class. Then we added two attributes to the student class, and then we were trying to uh, check what are the attributes of the student. So if I just say student1 dot tab, I can see there are two attributes, and if I print it, they will be printed. Okay. So if I print it, I will get 26. So like this you can do. So like this, if I want to add 5 more attributes, I can keep on adding lines. But this is a very lengthy way of doing it. There is a better way of doing it. So now I am not leaving my class blank. I will add one variable. Let's suppose I want to add university name, because every student will have a university. So let me call it ABC University. Okay. I added this variable. I am rerunning everything. So now when I say student1 dot tab, now I am seeing this another variable also university, because I had this one. So if I print this, it will print. So this object I can access three things now: name, age, and name, age, and university name. Now let me create another variable. I will copy this and I will create student2. Copy all of this and I will create student2, and for student2 I will just create name and I will leave age blank. So this is a second object. This is, I can say, object1 of class student, and this is object2. You can do them everything in one cell also, but I am just to keep it separate, I am doing it. So now I have this class, I have one object, I have two objects. Now when I say student1 dot tab, I can see three things: name, age, and university, because we have a name, age, and now if I do the same for, let's say, object2, student2, and let's see how many we can see. Let me see our student object2 dot tab. Now I have only two, name and a university. Now if you see, university is there with both of these objects. Okay, name I have put for both, so I am seeing name also. Age is only available for student1. It simply means like this is what we call class variable. Okay, class variable means this variable will be available to all the objects of this class. Okay, so all the objects I can say so this is a class variable. Whenever we will create any object like student1 or student2, I can access this variable using any object. So both of student1 and 2 will have this variable available, because this is a class variable. It doesn't belong to any one particular object. This belongs to class, so all the object of this class can access this variable. But now if you see this age only belongs to student1. I don't have any age for student2. Okay, so that's the, so this name is available for both the student because I created it. If I don't create name for student2, it will not be available. Okay, and age is only available for student1 because I created only for student1. Okay, now let's suppose I create, or let's suppose I create one variable for student 2 which has the same name as the university. I am intentionally keeping the name same, and here I am, instead of ABC University, I will give it a name XYZ University. So I intentionally created one attribute for student 2 which is same as the class. So I intentionally kept this name same. Okay, so now let's print all of this together. Okay, let me delete this. I am printing student 1 dot and student. I am printing university name for student 1 and 2. So if I run this, let me rerun all of this. If I run this, now it's coming, the name is coming different. Now the reason is, when I'm using this university, student 1 doesn't have its own university variable, so it will use the class variable if it doesn't have its own. Okay, so student 1 doesn't have its own variable called university, so it's using the class variable. So I am seeing ABC. But student 2 has its own variable university, which is same as the class variable. So whenever there is a, we can say this is what we call instance variable that belongs to object. Okay, whenever instance variable and class variable will have the same name, instance variable will get the priority. It's like something, this is shared with everyone. This is just belong to one object. So if an object have its own variable with the same name, why it will access the class one? So that's why for student 2 we are seeing XYZ University, because this university variable belongs to only student 2, whereas this one belongs to all of the objects. But whenever there is a conflict, so the variable that belongs to an object will get the priority. Okay. So that is what the concept says. But here, let's suppose if I have to add another variable, student1 dot email, or like this, if I have to add many, I will have to keep writing every lines of code, which is not the very best way of doing it. Okay, but in this example I just wanted to explain how to add new attributes, what are class variables, what happens when class variable and instance variable have the same name. So instance variable will get the priority. Okay, so student 2 has its own university variable, so it will not use the class variable ones. Okay, so we are going to talk about class variable and instance variable in next few more videos. Okay, so I will stop here for this video. Thank you for watching.